Hello, everybody. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Friday to everybody. I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Friday night. See how everybody's doing. Oh man. And hopefully, I have my roommate using the kitchen tonight. But if we have time, hopefully I'm not too tired. We will. Let me put that up here. We are gonna make the shrimp and grits that I promised to you guys I'm gonna make. So yeah, we are gonna make that. But I don't know. Hopefully it will be tonight, but yeah, we'll see. I just wanted to see how everybody's doing. Wishing everybody a happy Friday night, good vibes. This, that is. I think I should probably do the same. Oh, cheers, everybody, though. I probably should post that or something. Let's see. Poll question. There we go. There we go. Put that on there. That's a good spot. Let's see. Okay. Hello. Oh, I got some comments already. Hello, the only one person. No, I think there's more now. Hello, Crystal. How you doing? Hello, MR Knife. And hello, my nerd self. How's it doing? Oh, we got some new people. Okay. Kicking off with some new ones. Okay, sounds good. So yeah, I'm just hoping everybody's having a good weekend. Looking for some good vibes. Recipes, kitchen tips, things like that of that nature. I could always use a suggestion of a new recipe or good kitchen tips or suggestions about food or anything like that. Sounds good. So I hope everybody's doing really well. Happy Friday for everybody. This Friday couldn't come soon enough. It was a pretty stressful week, work-wise and everything. I'm a 9-to-5 guy like everybody else, unfortunately. So, until my YouTube career takes off, but hopefully, I was hoping, and one of the posts I made, by the end of the year, I hope to have enough too close to a point where I can actually start, turning YouTube into a job, actually making money off YouTube. So yeah, I'd love to make the switch to having YouTube as a main job. That'd be kind of cool, actually. So yeah, I think we're doing really, really well too, actually, with our lives and everything. Our hours are going up every week. Watch time is going up every week too. So yeah, I'm really happy, and I'd like to thank all you guys. You guys making it possible. Thanks guys for giving me a platform. I can't thank you guys enough. So yeah. So we're just gonna keep on going. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this weekend was it was a tough week. Just a lot of work, just really stressful, that kind of a thing. But I'm so glad. It's the weekend. It's gonna be a really good weekend. We got a lot going on. Got some really great recipes coming up. Stay tuned. If we have time. Somebody else is. One of my roommates is using the kitchen tonight, so hopefully at some point tonight we will make our shrimp and grits like I promised, and I really hope to God that I can make the what do you call it, the one that I really promised for a long time, deep dish pizza. So yeah, I mean, I really want to make that happen. I know it's going to be a lot. I know it's going to be really time consuming, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely try to make that work this weekend. So yeah, we'll see. And I promise you, it's going to be really, really good. And you guys are going to enjoy every minute of it. So yeah, it's going to be a really good night. Oh, I'm really liking the vibe tonight. We got a lot of new people. I'm not seeing my regulars tonight. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of new people. So yeah. Okay. Oh, are you guys answering my question? I don't know. I'm just making a poll just to suit my genre. Recipes, kitchen tips, good vibes. Have a good weekend, all that such. Yeah, I love to have suggestions. I don't really get enough, actually. I've had a few, I had a few suggestions, and I did copy them, and I'm really, really happy. But some of the suggestions I got, I didn't try yet because they were just too easy. I like a little bit of a challenge actually, and I really like when somebody gives me a challenging recipe. I've noticed, and thing is, unless you had to actually get to a point where you have a cult following, a higher following, then that's when you can start making more exquisite recipes. Because you're dealing with a lot of people that aren't familiar with into the world of the culinary world. I make something like zuppi toscano. Nobody's gonna know what that is, which I do have a video of that. That's an Italian soup or whatever. So yeah, you got to stick with basics actually when you're getting to a point to where you want to be. So yeah. But yeah, you guys want to say something basic? I'll try to put a spin on it. So yeah, I mean, I'd like it. I'd like a channel, and then it says in my, bio, hey, name a dish. I will do my very, very best to make it a 5-star meal. So yeah, make it a 5-star dish. I will cook it to a 5-star perfection, because that's what we do here, Mr. Philly, on Mr. Philly's channel. Because I'm Mr. Philly, and that's what I do. So anyway, I appreciate all the comments, I appreciate all the constructive criticism, and I appreciate all the suggestions. So anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be a really, really good weekend. So yeah. Oh wow. Oh, we got a pretty lively crowd tonight. I like it. I like it a lot. Heavy rock. They. Or did you mean to say hey? Oh, it's probably. I'm assuming that's what you meant to say. So yeah. Well, I got no answers yet to that. So I guess. So. Well, let me know, guys, how everybody's weekend's going, and then let me know, if you guys have watched my videos yet. Let me have a suggestion in the comments below if you guys want me to cook something next, actually. So yeah. And I mentioned this the other night too. In the next few weeks, we're gonna do a little bit more traveling. I'm really hoping. No, I mean, no, I'm gonna make this happen. Actually, we're gonna go to St. Louis. We're gonna visit the St. Louis Ark, and I did a little bit of research. Actually, there's some really cool places in St. Louis that I really look forward to seeing. Actually, they have a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. They have some really great barbecue restaurants, and I've seen a pattern in some. Apparently frozen custard is there's some good frozen custard places. That's a pretty popularity delicacy in St. Louis. And then the other thing is too, apparently they have their own style pizza, St. Louis pizza actually. And I saw it in multiple reviews on YouTube. This one restaurant, they had their own St. Louis pizza, but it was different actually. I don't know if I'll try that though, but you never know. We'll see actually. But I definitely want to try their ribs actually, St. Louis style ribs. So yeah, that sounds like something. Yeah. And we're definitely going to look up the, Ripley's Believe It or Not. And, their parks look really good. They have some really cool parks, actually. So, yeah, I think we will definitely, hopefully, check one of those out, too. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's going to be a trip soon. Guys, stay tuned. I'm just going to remind you guys as much as I can. So, you guys stay tuned, for our good, for our awesome trip to St. Louis, Missouri. So, yeah, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah. Type of what? Type of works? No. I guess you didn't word that right. That's okay. Oh. Well, it was kind of nice that you've, retracted your message. A lot of people send the wrong message and they just leave it there. And I'm like, well, I don't think that was worded right. I don't think that person meant to send that, but, So yeah, cool that you caught it. That's all good. It's all good. So one thing I do want to share with you guys. So oh, I think I already did a review on that. Never mind. I was going to do a review of one drink that I was drinking, but I think I did a review on it already, so no need to. Anyway. So I work at a factory mainly, and we make mailboxes and such. Hello, Jacob. How are you? Well, that's the first time you ever called me Philly. Call me by my YouTube name. Thank you. How's it going, Jake? Jacob. Don't forget. Don't tell me you forgot how to make a video again. I'm just gonna predict what you said. You're gonna say. Anyway. So I work at a mailbox factory, and then also I'm part-time Uber driver. So yeah. Well, thanks for asking. Yeah, so that's what I do. Yeah, Monday through Friday we have weekends off. I'm actually really happy. I've worked there for several years, and you know okay, awesome. I will make sure to go and watch it. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Gemma. So anyway, yeah, I've been there about several years now, and it's really nice that we get some really good benefits. The pay is actually pretty good. It's hard to, I know it's going to be difficult when I ever do adapt to different jobs. To leave this place because I met a lot of friends with people there and acquaintances. And we have weekends off, so it's really nice. Actually, can't really beat that. A lot of places you're not going to get weekends off anymore. Yeah, yeah. The job itself, it's a boring factory, but it's nice that the benefits are really good and the pay is really well, and I have weekends off. Can't really beat that. I actually get dental and health insurance, and I pay very little for it. So yeah, a lot of places don't offer that. So it's good. A lot of places offer health insurance, they don't offer dental too. So yeah, and so I'm really thankful to have it. And I'm really thankful for the benefits that I had, and I've been there for several years now, so I guess I'm used to it. But I am hoping to get out of there at some point, and hopefully, I say this, and I've said this the last 2 years, I hope this is going to be my last year, but I really hope to plan to be this my last year, to move on, get my YouTube career started, and, or just start working in a kitchen, maybe, and you do maybe just hopefully maybe Uber full-time too. Now, there was a time when I did do that once at full-time, but, I just don't really have the opportunity to do that right now. So, yeah. I'm in a good position, work-wise, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, actually. But I guess it's just take advantage of the fact that we have all the bank holidays off and we have weekends off too, so it's really nice, actually. Oh my goodness, you need to. I had the same problem, but you need to invest in a screen protector. So yeah, I drop my phone all the time, and I had the same exact problem. But I used to buy just Walmart smartphones, crap phones. So, yeah. But now I actually, I don't know what company you have, and if you go through T-Mobile or Verizon, they will fix it for you actually. And one time, I had a cracked screen too, but yeah, they fixed it. It's only like $30. So yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Well, what kind of phone do you have, and who are you from? Who are you from? What company do you have a phone through? Well, you said you made a video, Jacob. Oh, I thought you said you made one. Oh, so you're gonna make another one, or you made one? Well, I'm gonna make sure to watch it, okay? I don't know how many new videos you made, but I'm gonna see. Cause I wanna see how many newer videos you made. A big moth, huh? A moth? Really? You need to lure it in your room with a big giant-sized moth ball. You know what I mean? A giant moth. Yeah, I hate those. They're so gross, aren't they? I hate those more than I hate other bugs, actually, just because they're so dusty and dirty, actually. It's kind of cool when you see some of them, like, the size of birds or whatever. But, like, yeah, but, ew, they're so nasty. But they're... Oh, so you got the Mothman in your house. So this young person by the name of Gemma Hostel says she has say they have the Mothman in their house. So you got the Mothman. So that's a real legend, huh? You got the Mothman in your house. Well, you should record it and post it on. You should make a recording of it and post it. You might get a million followers overnight. That'd be kind of cool. They believe that, It's really weird that your message got deleted, but this person's didn't actually. Yeah. You should make a video of it, and you get a million followers overnight. Yeah. No, seriously. Then you'll have more followers than me. Caption on video. You caught the Mothman. No, I'm newsflash. I caught the Mothman. No, man, that's a real legend. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Yeah, that's a real thing. The Mothman. Mothman prophecies. Yeah, the Mothman legend. A person who looks like a moth. So, I join. I get different ones every time. I always forget. I get one specific one, but I forget because I always go to different vape shops. But like, iJoy is pretty good actually. And I usually get like the ones that are discounted because they make new ones all the time and they're always discounting older ones that suck actually. But this was like $6 actually. So yeah, hey, iJoy is pretty good. They have a pretty good rep. I mean, there's a lot of them that do self. Like when you're sucking on it and it feels like it's self-absorbing or whatever, and that's not good. I had to trade this twice actually till I finally got one that worked. But the clerk was actually really nice and they traded it for me twice because it kept self-absorbing. So yeah, I mean, because they can explode if you do that, so you have to be very careful actually. Yeah. No, I don't spend $20. I mean, unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, I mean, I try not to, because there's always ones that are on discount sales. So yeah, I mean, there's some pretty good ones too. So yeah, I was really happy to get that one. Yeah. Yeah. I used to spend like $20 for a vape, but I don't do that no more. I mean, can't die. It can't die. Well, record it and post it. That's all I can say. So, my nerdy self. You're obviously really new. You're brand new, I mean. In the 7th, what? I don't know what you mean by that. Got a pretty interesting crowd so far, actually. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Oh. That's nice. Well, then tell your parents to kill the moth, then. Well, then maybe you should be asleep too. It's 11 o'clock here. Probably way past your bedtime then too, then. Hello, Adrian. How you doing? How's it going? Hey, it's me again. How are you? Nice to see you. Oh, now I see a familiar face. Okay, we had a pretty lively crowd, lively new crowd. So yeah, nice to see a familiar face. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm alive, walking and talking and blinging and breathing. So Oh, you're an hour away from me then. Let's see. Oh wait, so you're out west than me actually. So your time zone is like an hour. Interesting. 12:02. 9:02. Oh wow. So you're back east then. Okay, I'm in the Midwest. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock in the Midwest Central time in the Midwest. So yeah, I was just still 9 o'clock to here where I was. But yeah, you're in a better time zone than me. But anyway, so yeah. No. Um. I'm really hoping. I really can't wait till we lose that hour of sleep and we switch the clocks back again because I'm really getting sick of it being dark at 6. Actually, we've had such a mild winter where I was at. Like it was 60 degrees so many times in January. And I mean, this weekend it's going to get cold. It's going to go down to 17 degrees tonight, and it was like last night. 11:03. Oh wait. Oh, you're in the same time zone as me. My dirty self. I don't know where you're at, but yeah, I'm in Missouri. So yeah, you're pretty. So you're obviously in the same time zone as me. Big as your kitchen. I have a small kitchen. Must be bigger than my kitchen then, because I got a small kitchen. That's what really sucks. But yeah. Hello, Love Vanilla. I love Vanilla. I've seen you before. How you been? How you doing? All right, you got another familiar face going on tonight. How's it going? I'm just looking for good vibes, watch time, kitchen tips, recipes, in a trailer. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty small. You have a smaller space in general then. You know, I almost bought a trailer recently. Actually, it was a really nice one. But yeah, I actually, you know, if I ever do invest in a house, I think it might be a trailer home actually, just because they're cheaper and they're easier to maintain. You know, with me being, you know, in my situation that I'm in. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it was. Yeah, this weekend's gonna be cold, and then next weekend's gonna go back in the 60s. So yeah, I mean, we've had a really, really mild winter. So you know, small kitchen. Oh, you have a small. I hate that. I don't want a small kitchen. I had a bigger kitchen where I was before. Actually, and I had an island. I like having an island. You know, something you can do a lot of pre-cutting in. Actually, you know. No, small kitchen. I hate having a small kitchen. I have a small kitchen and I freaking hate it. No, don't. I mean, a gourmet cook does not want a small kitchen. Well, although, I mean, I shouldn't say that. You know, I mean, I don't know. Guys probably have seen Lazy Noodle. The guy, you know, I want to make a video like this too, actually. There's a guy that just cooks in his room in front of a laptop and everything. And it's probably heavily, and most likely it's heavily edited. But it's like he made, you know, tacos. You know, he makes everything in his room. You know, lasagna, pasta. You know, Five Guys. This, that. Lazy Noodle. Probably know that's a YouTuber. And actually, he says he's gonna reveal himself after he gets to 2 million followers. He's not 1.8, but yeah, he's never revealed his face. He just makes food in his room, in his dorm room or whatever. But yeah, I mean, for all we know, it's just some dude who just makes food in his room. But yeah, it's probably very heavily edited. But you know, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool how he does it. But yeah, I'm sure you guys know who that is, Lazy Noodle. Look him up. Yeah, I want to make a video like that. That looks pretty funny. It just looks cool, actually. I mean, it looks like his bed's probably a mess, but he probably edits it out, though. Yeah, their bed. I don't know if it's a he or she, but yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah, I had a massive kitchen before too, and I had to move. Yeah, I mean, I was just sick of paying over $1,000 a month, you know. So I mean, it was a nice place though. I really miss it. I miss having the island that I had, you know, the one place that I cooked. I mean, I'm sure if you watch my earlier videos, you'll see that actually. So yeah, sucks. But it is what it is, you know. We make do what we have to do, you know. We adapt. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, you know. When life gives you a moth, you turn it into the Mothman prophecies. I'm gonna go to Serpentland. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I don't know what you're referring to. I was say, oh no, I was just referring to, you know, that analogy. You're saying you have the Mothman. Florida? You wanna go to Florida? I've never been to Florida. Well, no, I have been to Florida once for Disneyland or Disney World. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, I went there once when I was 7 years old, but I don't remember it. I do remember it being very hot, and I do remember it, you know, a lot of, you know, wetlands and all. Kind of cool. But, I remember seeing gators down there too, alligators. I want to go, yeah. Florida would be a cool place to visit. You know, I'd love to visit Florida actually someday. Not Disneyland or Disney World, whichever it is down there, but I would like to go to the beaches down there. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember much of it, but yeah, I like SeaWorld. Well, actually, I don't remember. I remember SeaWorld better. You know, we were down there. You know, it was so packed actually. You know, I remember actually back in the 90s actually when we went there. We went to the when my family and I that went there, you know, we went to, gosh, I can't remember what ride it was actually. When you see all the presidents, you know, the presidents of the United States actually, and they talk about the First Continental Congress, and they look so real back then. Man, they look 10 times better now, you know. Watch your language there. No need to swear. That's why your message got hidden. No, I have not been to Legoland. Where's Legoland? Oh, man. There's a Legoland close to where I'm at in KC. Actually, they have kind of a little Legoland, but yeah. Tell me more about that. I would love to go to Legoland. No, I mean, I don't know. They actually have probably a main Legoland. No, that is one place. I actually would enjoy that. In Florida? Oh, it's in Florida? Okay, so they actually have a Lego. Okay. Cool. They have like a little Legoland, like a little Lego, you know, thing in case Kansas City, which is where I'm close to, the city that I'm close to. But, you know, they have some, you know, big-ass Legos or whatever. But yeah, I would love. Oh man, I used to love Legos when I was a kid. I still love them now. I love watching them, and I love watching people build them. I don't know if I would do it today, but yeah, I mean maybe as a project, but nah. I don't know. I don't think I would have the. I don't know. I don't think I would have the patience for Legos anymore. But no, they are cool though. No, they're cool to look at, and they are cool to watch people build them. Yeah. No, I would definitely love to go. Yeah, something like that. That'd be something interesting to look at. Yeah. So yeah, in Florida, I'll have to look that up for sure though. Legoland. One place though I will no, which is better than Disneyland. I'm from being from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Me and my family, we used to go down to New Jersey. So right down on the southern tip, there's a place called Wildwood, New Jersey. You look it up. So they have a boardwalk, they have a carnival, and they have a beach, obviously, and it's called Wildwood. We used to go there every year, and it's like really close to Cape May. No, not Cape May, Lake City. So it's basically the child version of it, and they have a lot of novelty stores and everything. And that was the place where we used to vacation every year, and I hope to go back there this year, actually, just to share with you guys, because just share with you, some home style nostalgia of where I used to grow up, and places where I used to vacation. But that place was the best, actually. I will say that. Look it up, Wildwood, New Jersey. If you like tram cars, you like boardwalks, you like carnivals, then that's amazing. I actually like that place better than Disneyland. That's a place where childhood dreams really come true. And when I make a video about it, I'm gonna make sure I mention that. So yeah, no, for sure. Look up Wildwood. You guys, I think you guys might like it actually. If you like beaches and carnivals, yeah, it's amazing actually. Yeah. I mean, it used to be really shady back in the 90s when I went there, but now it's really, really kid friendly actually. So yeah, but it's cleaned up really, really well actually. But yeah, it's a cool place. And you got the ocean climate. I need that warm ocean breeze. That's what I like. That's the kind of climate I want actually all year round. Just warmth and ocean breeze basically. Kind of cool. Oh, I like this conversation. I like, this is fun. This is really fun, actually. I had some really good conversations with you guys, actually. Thanks for staying on with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the watch time. I really appreciate it. I had been to Six Flags, yes. Years ago, I went to Six Flags. I don't know which one I went to, though, but I did. Man, I was such a kid when I went to Six Flags, actually, but yeah. I have been to Six Flags, yes, but I don't know which one that I went to. Is there more than there's more than one location, isn't there? I think I swear to God, I swear I have been to Six Flags. I don't know. No, you're fine. No, I want to say I have been to Six Flags. Does that place still exist? Okay, I might be confusing that for Hershey Park actually, in Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. But gosh, I really want to say I have been to Six Flags, but it was so long ago. I was such a kid when I went there. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, they do have more than one location, so I'm pretty sure that I did go there. But when I went there, I was so young. I don't remember actually. I only went there once, so I don't remember. Like I said, I don't remember Florida that much either because I went to Disney World down there. But I was so young when I went, so that's what I don't remember. Everything happened when you're young. You had no care in the world, and you don't remember. So but it was still fun. I mean, as a kid, I mean, I'm sure I enjoyed it. I didn't really enjoy Disneyland that much, just because I remember, funny story for you guys is that, I mean, every time, of course, when you go down places like that, it's always packed unless you get the Easy Pass or whatever. And we couldn't get on many rides actually, especially when we were at Disneyland. And my mom and my grandmother complained. We actually got our money back. Actually, this was back in the '90s too. Yeah. So yeah, Snoopy, of course, I remember Snoopy. Tony Park. Oh yeah, I remember that. Okay, now you're bringing it back. It's coming back to me slowly but surely. But yes, I do remember that. Not a Peanuts gang fall. The Peanut Gal or whatever they call it, the Peanuts gang. Oh, that's a. I mean, I guess it's a cool kid show back in the day, but I don't know. I feel like they picked on Charlie too much. That wasn't nice. I mean, they made fun of Charlie too much. They called him a blockhead and everything. I think that show was a little discriminative. It's old, but yeah. I'm more of a diehard Winnie the Pooh fan. I love Winnie the Pooh. You talk about Winnie the Pooh, I love that. That was my show growing up. Winnie the Pooh and Tigger too. Oh yeah, still watch it. No, I mean, oh that's cool. It's a classic show. Yeah, Winnie the Pooh's way better. Winnie the Pooh blows it out of the water. Deep in the 100-acre wood, where Christopher Robin plays. Oh, absolutely. Oh, you agree, 100%. They'll find him in the enchanted neighborhood where his childhood days. What? I don't know. A donkey named Eeyore is his friend. And Kanga, little group. There's Rabbit and Piglet. And then there's Al, but most of all, Winnie the Pooh. Oh, yeah, that was my show growing up, actually. Oh, goodness. I will say, I don't know who agrees with me. I don't know who agrees. I didn't like the new Christopher Robin movie that much. It was just too new. I mean, like, they gave Rabbit an accent. Everybody had British accents too much. I mean, like, I don't know if it was British based, but, like, the last good Winnie the Pooh movie was the Tigger movie that came out in 2000. I remember when that movie came out. That was it. After that, they weren't really that good. The new Winnie the Pooh movie that came out in 2011, it was okay, but it was just too new, honestly. But yeah. Oh, the Peanuts Gang sure is a cool classic show. I just never got into it, honestly. I remember when it came on Christmas, the Peanuts Gallery, the Peanuts Gang show. But yeah, a Charlie Brown Christmas, yeah. But that's about it. I never really got it. I just never got into it. I'm sorry. I know, I mean, like, I remember, but early on, oh wait, hold on. In some episodes, Christopher Robin did not have a British accent, and some of them he did. And I remember in one, he didn't have one, but then they redid his voice, and he had a British accent. So yeah. So I've noticed, yeah. What type of movies do I watch? Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Like you said, last best Winnie the Pooh movie, the Tigger movie. You guys haven't seen it? Go watch it. It's a great Winnie the Pooh movie. Very nostalgic, very old. Everything else, just too new, just too modern. Everything else that came out after that, no good. I mean, like, that was it. That was the last great Winnie the Pooh movie. It was just old and nostalgic. Um, you know, I like a little bit of everything, but I do like horror and I like suspense actually. So, to name the few of my favorite movies, I will say, all right, Braveheart is up there, and then the other one is Casino. Great mob movie, great movie. It's a mob movie, crime mob, and then those are the two ones. I had three other ones. Oh, I can't remember actually. Oh man. Oh, old school movies, like old movies. Oh, okay. I grew up watching black and white movies. I didn't even see my first R-rated movie until I was like 17. I was raised in a die-hard Catholic household, so I wasn't allowed to watch newer movies. So yeah, I grew up on old movies actually, and so I could tell you a little bit about old movies actually. Um, um, I think one of my favorite old movies is Titanic from 1953 with Barbara Stanwyck and Clifton Webb. I really like that one. I like that one better than the new one just because it was well acted. That's one that I watched recently, actually. Another good old movie. Old movie. Oh, let's see, older. Oh, TCM, TV classic movies. Oh, yeah, TV. I like that too, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of old movies. Well, ones that I've seen recently. Good black and white ones. Oh, my favorite. Well, that's a TV show actually. My favorite TV show of all time always will be always the I Love Lucy show. I Love Lucy. That's the best show in the world. Oh my gosh, the best. That and the Honeymooners. I grew up on that stuff. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Trying to think of a good or older movie. Oh, I don't know if you've ever seen you know, the classic monster movies. I think the best was, The Wolfman. I love Lon Chaney Jr. He was a great actor, actually. He was the best. He was the Wolfman. He was born to play that role. You got Frankenstein, you got Dracula, and the Invisible Man was good. They were okay, but I didn't know they made so many sequels to that actually. I mean, no, one that I love the best actually. I didn't like Frankenstein that much. Bride of Frankenstein was a little better, the older ones, but with Boris Karloff. House of Frankenstein. That one is bad. That one is badass. Actually, good movie. Good old movie. Oh yeah. Oh, you agree? 100%. Oh, okay. Oh, I knew you subscribed for a reason. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, House of Frankenstein. He's in that too, actually. So yeah, and Dracula was a different actor, it's John Carradine. And then you got Bela. No, he wasn't in that one because he usually played Dracula. That was one of his typecast movies. But then you had Frankenstein too. That one was the best actually out of all of them. House of Frankenstein. Look it up. Really good. All movie monsters are in that one. Almost all of them. Tom and Jerry. Oh yeah, can't beat Tom and Jerry. Oh yeah, the Tom and Jerry kids show. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, love Tom and Jerry. That's another one. You mentioned another one. I like it. Absolutely. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Wow, we got a really good crowd tonight, actually, talking about old school movies, old school TV shows. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Wow, you guys are making me feel old. 36, I'm old. I grew up in the 90s. And I grew up in the last nostalgic decade, actually. And I will say, that was the last decade when they actually had good cartoons, you know? I grew up with Power Rangers. I grew up with the Batman animated series. I grew up with Dexter's Laboratory. I grew up with Pokemon when it first came out. That was a later one, actually. That shouldn't count, actually. I grew up with, gosh, man, Bone Chillers, Goosebumps. Goosebumps. What was the other one called? Oh crap! Are You Afraid of the Dark? Those types of shows. I'm sure you guys probably may remember that show. I don't know. Well, you guys might be younger than me. I don't know, but yeah. Oh man. I didn't really like Goosebumps that much. I mean, like, oh yeah, there you go. But there was another show. It only ran for one season. It was like Goosebumps. It was very similar, but it was actually better. I'm really sad that it only ran for one season, but because I remember when it first came out, it was called Bone Chillers. Actually, it was a bunch of high school kids, and they always deal with creepy stuff because they go to this creepy high school, this old dilapidated high school. But it had comedy in it. It was so funny though. But I loved it actually. I'm so sad that it only ran for one season because when I was a kid, Goosebumps scared the crap out of me. It was really serious. There wasn't really I couldn't see much comedy in it when I was young. But this show that I watched, Bone Chillers, you guys look it up. Actually, it had comedy in it. It was really fun to watch actually. But yeah. Oh yeah, they were. Oh yeah, they were awesome but scary at the same time. And then Tales from the Crypt. That was another '90s show that I've been binging that show recently. Hello, boils and ghouls. I think I want to be the Crypt Keeper for next Halloween, actually. DC Oh my goodness, Superman. Oh, always gonna be Superman. Superman and Batman, actually. Well, I shouldn't say that because I have a Batman tattoo. Superman was always my favorite. Superman and Batman. There was like, you can't really have one without the other. Actually, I grew up on the old Superman shows. Actually, faster than a streak of lightning, more powerful than a pounding wave, mightier than a roaring hurricane. Superman. Yes, yes. Superman and Batman. Can't really have both with one without the other. They are iconic, the best actually. DC. I'm a DC fan more. I'm not really a big Marvel fan besides Spider-Man and Wolverine. As much as I hate to say it though, Marvel has made better movies though. DC really hasn't been good. I think the last good, obviously the only thing DC has gotten right is Batman. Marvel and the Avengers and Iron Man and all they do so much better. Oh yeah, he's good too. Not my favorite, but he's part of the Justice League. I love him. Yeah. I mean, yeah, great additive to the Justice League. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm really glad you guys are on tonight. We had some really nice conversations about classic cartoon shows and everything. So, yeah. Well, Adrian, tell me about yourself. Do you post anything or what? Or do you just watch stuff or what? I don't know if I've asked that before. I see so many people, a lot of names run together, but yeah. Curious, do you just watch stuff or what? Oh, so you just watch, you watch a lot of old movies? Okay. I have 3 tattoos. I made a video of it too, actually. 3 tattoos. I want to get more, but yeah, just 3. I've called the cross, I have the Batman symbol, I have another symbol on my chest. There's another video of me talking about all the tattoos that I have. So if you want to know more about it, go back and watch it. I did a video just specifically on that. So yeah, if you want to know, just go back and watch it. So yeah. Yeah, well, I really appreciate old movies. I mean, it's just not coming back to mind actually. I want to talk more about old movies, man. You got me in the mood. Now I want to go watch another old movie tonight. Man, no, It's a Wonderful Life, another great old movie, of course. And then, oh, another one with, it's kind of like I Love Lucy, but, I'm sure you've heard of that. You like cringy stuff? Okay. So, like, I don't know why that got deleted, actually. There you go. Another movie that I watch over and over again, one of my favorite old movies, The Long, Long Trailer. It's with Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball, actually. It's just basically like watching an I Love Lucy movie. It is really, I love that movie. I don't know why. Your sister, she makes you do it. What, she makes you always cringy videos? Really? I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, wow. Well, don't do it. Post what you want. Don't post what other people want. Post what you want to post. Are you wanting to be a YouTuber? Are you wanting to be a regular YouTuber and gain followers and everything and like that? If you do, well, I will suggest, do something that you enjoy. If you have anything in your life that you enjoy, then that's what I suggest you make post about, you know? I mean, like, I tell everybody, and I've made posts about this before, anybody is ever considering being a YouTuber, I think it's a great investment. I think it's a great way to meet people. I think it's a great job, and I think it's a fun pastime, great passive income if you ever get to monetization. But, I tell everybody, do something that you enjoy. Don't just do YouTube for the money. Do it because you actually enjoy it. Do you enjoy doing something that you enjoy doing, even if it is just doing pranks? But make sure that you enjoy sharing your talent with other people, because I think that's what the great thing about that's what I think YouTube should be for, sharing a talent that you have with other people. Actually, oh, that's awesome. Well, I support it 100%. You know what? I'm gonna go subscribe to your channel. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah, I enjoy it too. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. Actually, I mean, I want to, hopefully be a big YouTuber just like you, but and hopefully to make it a job. I'm not trying to be, I mean, like, I'm not saying I'm not okay that I do, but I would like to make it. I look at it, like, I want to make this a job. Something that I could make income off of. Nobody would spend hours on here if there was no money involved. Have my own, shop, have my merchandise, post videos regularly, have super chats, and cook for you guys regularly. I enjoy cooking, and I enjoy cooking for other people, and I enjoy sharing that talent with other people, you know, and I enjoy making videos about it because it's one of those talents that should be shared, and inspire other people, even people that don't always cook, but inspire some. Even if I can inspire somebody to say, you know what, I haven't cooked in a very long time, or I never cooked before, but I see this guy's videos, you inspired me, I want to cook tonight. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. Well, you're gonna have 25 at the end of the night because I'm gonna subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna help you because that's how I got to where I was at. Actually, I was the exact same way where you were actually. So yeah, I remember when I was where you were at. So yeah, it was tough. But you're tough. It was tough. Absolutely, absolutely. You're very welcome. If this is your dream to be a big YouTuber, then I support that 110%. It's a great platform. It's a great way to make money. It's a great way to share your talent with other people. My favorite thing to cook. I've asked that question. That's the second question people ask me as a cook. Actually, I love pizza. I love cooking up pizza, and that's what we're gonna try to make this week. A pizza. Tony, bring me a large pizza. Yeah, I really want to make. Yeah, I love making pizza, but I mean, at the same, I love it, but I hate it at the same time because I know it's a very time consuming. It's very messy, but one of these days, after I get perfected at it, I'm gonna start making pizza almost every day for like a week until I get better at it. Actually, one of these in the summer, because I'm gonna get a pizza stone, because that's what I really need to get, a pizza oven. I know that's gonna perfect my pizza a lot better. Actually, I made pizza only once in my videos. And yeah, but it was good. I liked the final result, but the crust wasn't what I wanted to be. That's the only problem with it was. But I know I can perfect it. My mama has a great recipe for it. She's Italian, and I'm gonna perfect it sometime. You know, pizza, pizza. You know what I mean? Fred, how you doing? Oh yeah, I need another one. Oh wait, you got back from a what concert did you go to? Who was it? Who was singing? Drunk. Everybody was so drunk before the show even started. Well, that's usually how concerts go, right? Well, too bad I wasn't invited. Sounds like something I would love. I'm just kidding. I want to be drunk. Okay, never mind. Who said that? Anyway, I love a pizza. Oh, I love pizza too. Pizza's like crack to me. Pizza is my thing. Gotta go. Oh, it's nice talking to you, my nerdy self. Thanks for the watch time. I really appreciate it. My favorite cover is Blue. I'm 6'2", and my eyes are blue. Van Bush. Okay. Are they rock, country? What are they? Sorry. What are they? Are they rock, country, or what? Oh, you had a really good crowd tonight. I really appreciate that. Well, nobody's going to answer this question. I'm just going to put that in the trash. There we go. Baby blue. Oh, absolutely. Mine too. Yeah, absolutely. Mine's blue. 5'6". I'm 6'2". My eyes are blue, you know? Ah. I'll have to look it up. You know, I remember songs. I just don't remember bands. I don't pay attention to bands, honestly. I couldn't really tell you all the names on the radio nowadays. You know, you turn on the radio, all the songs that come on there. I couldn't tell you the bands. I could kind of tell you the song. I could kind of remember the song by the lyrics, but you know, I could tell you. You know, if you turn on a 1990s or an 80s station, I could probably tell you a lot of them. But yeah, other than that, I couldn't tell you. I don't pay attention. I mean, I guess I could tell you a lot of the new country songs, some of the country songs too. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, I couldn't tell you anything after 2005. I probably couldn't tell you what's on the radio. No, I don't really follow music that much. You know, I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? You know, I listen to what I like, and that's it. You know. I mean, I hope, you know, more people, you know, I like, you know, when people introduce me to new music and new bands and everything, you know, and then I add it to, you know, my music list or whatever, but that's it. That's how I am. Well, it was nice talking to you. All right. Well, you have to go too. All right. Well, I got to get going soon, you know, but it was really nice to talk to you, Adrian. You know, love hanging out with you guys. You know, I love the discussion that we had. It was great. Oh, I loved having you on here. It was great to have you on here. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your input. Thanks for the conversation, and thanks for the watch time. I really appreciate it. Well, I will make sure that I like and subscribe to your channel. So you know what, you keep doing what you're doing. Okay, make it big. And next time, if you ever cook, make it 5 stars all day. Okay. All right. You're gonna be a great YouTuber someday. I promise you. You are gonna be. I'm probably gonna stream later tonight, but I will. Maybe not tomorrow. I might stream tomorrow, but Sunday for sure. Tonight I'm gonna end this stream soon, but then I'm gonna make another one. But then tomorrow, no. But Sunday, yes. Tomorrow, Sunday, I'm gonna make stream. Yeah. You're gonna be a big. Okay, yeah. You're gonna be a big YouTuber someday. I know it. I know it for a fact. Okay. You keep doing what you're doing. Okay. I'm gonna show you my support to you, okay? Because I know you're gonna do the same. You did the same for me. I'm gonna do the same for you. You know, you're gonna do well. You're gonna accomplish great things. And you're gonna be a great YouTuber someday. I promise you. Absolutely. You're gonna be a great YouTuber. You're gonna accomplish great things. Okay. Of course, absolutely, Adrian. And thank you so much for the watch time, and thank you for, you know, the great conversation, and thank you for following my channel. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Bye. Peace out, man. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get going too. So it was great hanging out with you guys. I love the conversation tonight. We had a really good conversation. You know, I love the stream. I love, you know, the good conversation that we brought in. Good vibes tonight. All right, guys. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully, we will continue with our recipe tonight. If not, it will definitely be tomorrow. But yeah, and then Sunday also. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Happy cooking, everybody.